Hello everyone, we're standing here today at World Hydrogen Week, organized by World Hydrogen Leaders. My name is Johann Wiebe, Executive Director of the Hydrogen Standard, and with me stands here Kapil Bansal from Ernst & Young. Welcome Kapil.
Hey, thank you, Johann. Pleasure for me and inviting me for this discussion.
Fantastic, pleasure to have you here. Can you tell us a little bit about Ernst & Young? Obviously a big global business, but an introduction into sort of like what the business does, also with regards to hydrogen.
Thank you so much. My name is Kapil Bansal, and I have roughly 21 years of experience. I started my career in being a chemical engineer in an oil refinery where I used to run a hydrogen generation plant. So hydrogen is there from my start of the career, and it's interesting from gray hydrogen. Today I'm talking about different colors of hydrogen. Gray, it's from gray to green, blue, and all. So at Ernst & Young, I'm a partner who looks after a practice called energy transition and decarbonization. There are two sides of it where we work upon the whole ecosystem buildup of renewable energies to green hydrogen to derivatives of hydrogen and its end-use application. That's on the energy transition. But how does we apply that in the demand side of the industrial hard-to-abate sectors and how it can be used over there? So as in practice, we in EY has built this Energy Transition and Decarbonization Center of Excellence. We have a team of 35 people right now in my center, and we are looking towards solving the problem of hydrogen, which my clients are looking for, and that's where we work together.
Okay, thank you for that comprehensive introduction. That's sort of maybe a little bit on the global level. Let's go sort of a level down, look a little bit more locally. You're based out of India. What is sort of like India's perspective on hydrogen, its role, its development? How are things progressing over there?
Right. So being based out of Mumbai, my focus and being a patriotic Indian, I look for the growth of the newer energy transition factors like hydrogen, carbon capture, etc. So if I talk from an India standpoint of view, we are making a substantial difference in terms of helping government regulatory policy build up. We are helping in terms of understanding what is the requirement of both public companies, which is the PSU companies, state-owned companies. These are majorly, refineries and fertilizers companies and power companies, how they can transition from the gray hydrogen, which is coming from natural gas. And we in India have almost 80% of our energy being, procured from outside. So there's a lot of almost $160 billion of money that flows out. So how you can ensure energy security, how we can ensure that energy is built and we are self-sufficient in our energy need, and that's where comes the role of hydrogen. So working with government, working with public sector companies who can transition first without looking at profitability as a concern. Second is also looking at the private companies who are continuously working towards looking in the transition of new businesses. So what are they kind of build their business both for their captive requirements as well as for the larger industrial clusters. And then also you can't just limit from there, because if you have to build the ecosystem, you need players from the supply side, from the financing side, from the regulatory side, all put together. We bring an ecosystem within this context of growing it. And I can see from what it was just a concept to now a pilot, and from here it would be an exponential growth. And I think Ernst & Young is playing a major role towards that exponential growth that we can see from here to now in 2050.
Okay, sorry, I just wanted to sort of hook into sort of the exponential growth that you were referring to. This is also done with the help of a center of excellence, right? Can you tell us a little bit, maybe a little bit briefer in terms of what the center of excellence does?
Yes, so we have created a center of excellence called Energy Transition and Decarbonization, and this center first is to build, assets. When we say assets, it's like a digitalization of something which is physically available in a virtual world. Then second is all of our clients are looking for some value realization. So to achieve that value realization, everything comes with certain kind of visualization, some kind of touch and feel, understanding if the resources and capabilities are there. These are the differentiators. So this center of excellence builds those digital toolkits. They have the process maps. They can visualize it. So whatever you see currently in the World Hydrogen Congress today, in terms of all different players coming together and showcasing their capabilities, it's all put together in a single house to show clients what is the art of possibility.
Okay, so are there sort of any real-life examples that sort of the Center of Excellence eventually have emerged in sort of the build of a plant based on sort of the work that has been done by the Center of Excellence?
Yeah, so a beautiful question. Thank you for asking. We have a lot of clients who have done great job. So we work with them on a continuous basis. So with one client, they have already built a live hydrogen plant, and that plant we have kind of captured in a digital toolkit, which we then showcase. Second is, a lot of questions are there on the financials, on the business models. So we have a toolkit which from the renewable sides to the whole delivered cost of hydrogen comes through in a single value chain, and we kind of showcase them. If you change one parameter, how does it impact others? So this center of excellence are building those toolkits, not just for India, but for the larger world and globe to, take this forward, because it's just not climate change is just not an India problem, it's a global problem. So we are solving and building assets and solutions from this center of excellence, and these are some of the examples that we have done in life.
Okay, so some of the examples, Center of Excellence, also having sort of various models that you can play and sort of implement real-life solutions. How is that how is the value add work for your customers? How can you add value? Where's the value add element comes in, so to speak?
Absolutely. See, we are a professional services company, and any consulting firm has to put themselves in the shoes of the client. So in this center of excellence, when the client comes with a problem statement, so for example, if client comes and says that, I need to see how I can reduce my cost of generating hydrogen, because at the end of the day, I have to sell it to market. So when they come and we show them that this is a live example of a PEM or proton electrolysis technology, and there's an alkaline technology. If I go through this journey, which one after, let's say, 3 years, 4 years down the line from an eternity of the project would give you the maximum return, IRR. So that's where we bring to life these live examples, showcase them, that we are modifying these elements. And if you change these elements, this is the impact that you will see on operational efficiencies. These are the elements you will see in the cost reductions. And hence they then take a cognitive decision to say, yes, we want to work with EY because they can bring the life to reality. They are not just walking the walk, they're walking the talk of what they say.
Walking the walk and walking the talk, very nice. Let's end it right there. Kapil Bansal from Ernst & Young, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Johann.